Hours ago, the Green Bay Area Public School Board of Education wrapped up a meeting, opening the floor to discussion on a number of topics. This comes as families are concerned about the district's master plan to cut costs for next 10 years by making changes at several schools. Emily Riley attended that board meeting and has the latest on these plans from the newsroom. Emily.
Cami, tonight the board heard from community members voicing concerns over some of these possible changes. For example, many spoke out against the proposed closure of Weequahic Elementary School, which would relocate students to Red Smith Community School. Board member Brian Mills addressed the impending budget deficit costs, saying these are decisions that, quote, should have been made in the last 10 years, unquote. There's been pushback from people who feel there wasn't adequate explanation or consideration for diverse families. The advisory committee overseeing the facilities plan is requesting consulting services to help them develop equitable boundaries. Those requests close tomorrow at 2 p.m. Additionally, the board discussed updates on referendum projects in progress, such as playground equipment and pedestrian signs.
It's one of these things that is going to go on for months, and there's going to be new information developing all of the time.
The closure of Weequahic will erode the trust in our district, as it signifies a failure to uphold the commitment to providing the best learning environments for our children.
Every board meeting is regularly scheduled twice a month. The next one is set for August 28th. Bill and Cami.